Do you think Andy Elliott's sales training works for real estate?
I think Andy Elliott doesn't even do sales training anymore. Bro, every time
I
I'm
know,
like,
that's true.
I'm like logging in. I'm like, dude, I want to learn something new from Andy Elliott. I'm like, because I listen to all these different guys and I love to do sales training. And then I listen to his. I'm like, it's like literally tactics on how to sell. And then I did not hear one tactic. I got real motivated though, dude. I was like,
Are you
all
talking
right,
about
dude.
his YouTube or you signed up for his
YouTube.
stuff?
No,
Oh, okay,
YouTube.
got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, I've never signed up for his stuff. So maybe he does give you tactics there. I mean, I can tell that he was a salesperson, but he's the power close, which is, again, that's going to work. And I think that worked like more back in the day a little bit more. I think it's harder to do now. And I think that, I think he's just more of like a leadership guy more than anything. He's actually tried to close me on coaching with him.
Oh, really?
It was $100,000. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but it was $100,000 and it was $2,000 a month.
Damn.
And then I was like,
so you pay 100 and 2K?
correct.
Oh my gosh.
And then-
you spoke to him directly?
Yeah, because the Macklin twins, dude, they're cool dudes. I freaking love all of them.
I like them
Yeah,
too.
like I like the Macklin twins. I like Andy, dude. I like what he stands for. I like what he preaches. I like the way that his energy. We went to his office, dude, and like for me, it's like we're gonna go spread more love, more respect, more of like that energy for other people because we saw him. So I freaking mean no disrespect from
No,
it.
I
But
love him too. I have a lot of respect for Andy Elliott. And like before, honestly, I used to be like, I don't
Me
really
too.
like this. And then what changed it for me was he did a podcast with Bradley Martin.
Mm-hmm.
And during that podcast, he said something. He was like, you know what the God of this generation is? Comfort. And I was like, damn, like that's so true. Like even for myself, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to, like, instead of chasing comfort, like I should be, chasing, I don't even know, greatness, purpose, all these other things. So that he said that line in that podcast, and that was the first time he's ever said anything that I've heard that I was like, ooh, that was good.
Yeah.
And then he had a couple other like liners in there. Then he spoke at WealthCon right after that, and I actually did a podcast with him like a while ago, and I was so tired that I ended the podcast in 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, I was so tired, bro, because it was like WealthCon is like a 4-day thing. And I was just so tired, bro, and he was just going off. I just couldn't handle it. So I was like, all right, that was it. Great. And but anyways, his wife, I've had his wife on the podcast too. She's a freaking beast. Wow. I've talked to those twins. They're freaking awesome. So yeah, even I was just curious on your opinion on that. I don't want to talk crap about Andy Elliott.
No, so what I want to finish what I was saying though. So basically, they were selling me on that. And then I was like, okay, what is it? This, that. And for me, it was like, it's very similar, honestly, to what you guys have with Ryan. And I'm like, bro, I feel like I have that. And like, do I think that Andy could help me? Yes. But how much time does he actually have? How much attention am I going to get? It's funny because I tried closing him because I was like, $100K and $2,000 a month. Okay. I'm like, I will do that if you're going to come speak on our stage once a year. I'll do it. And I held out my hand. I'm like, let's go. And then he's like, see, you're trying to make it transactional and stuff, and I'm trying to build a relationship. I'm like, I don't think that's what we're doing here. Yeah, he was there in the office, and then like I was there talking to I think it was Evan. But anyway, I was like in his office, and then Andy came in, and then he was like trying to close me, like, dude, you want to be part of it? I'm like, it's that same close, it's the same energy that he always used, which I like it. But also, I think that it's not the most effective for everybody. It's more of like it's a one-trick pony. Whereas like somebody like, in my opinion, Jeremy Lee Minor, bro.
Why do you say Lee? It's so funny.
Jeremy Minor.
Yeah. He's never
so true. I didn't even realize I do that. Jeremy Lee Minor, because there's a lot of Jeremy Minors out there. James.
I'm sorry. Dakota James Bailey.
Dude, that sounds so much better. That makes it sound, that boy's big time. But anyway, he is effective no matter what the personality type is, which is the difference. Whereas Andy, I think, is going to be effective for like 75% of people. I feel like Jeremy's is like 95%.
I also think it depends on the sale because like I think Andy's. So I wish I could mix a salesperson with Andy Elliott's mindset and work ethic, and then Jeremy Minor's sales skills and thought process.
Right.
Because the problem with Jeremy Minor's people is like they want to go do high ticket closings, and if they don't get the best leads, they're not going to go out there and grind. They're like they're more trappers.
Sure.
They're going to sit back and wait for the right person and try to get them. Where Andy's going to go out there and bang the doors and talk to the people, go shake the hand, make the relationship. Where Jeremy Miner's more like, well, you know,
That's-
why do you feel like that?
Yep.
And
That's
it
exactly what I'm
works.
trying to create. Is
Yeah.
exactly what you said. In myself, that's exactly what I want to be. Is I want to be both, because I have both sides of me. That's the interesting thing, is we all have different sides of us. It's just like how much of each one. But yeah, I want to be exactly that, and that's what we're trying to recreate. Is
Yep.
both.
That's
Exactly
what
what
I'm
you're
trying to do
saying.
too.
Like,
Yeah.
and I think we are, honestly. I think we're creating both, because we have the skill set, and we have a bunch of killers in our office who like definitely want to dominate and do well. And I always like the guys that are more like Andy, honestly, because then you have to reel them back. It's harder to push people forward than it is to be like, okay, bro, we gotta
chill
bring,
out.
yeah,
now.
bring it down a little bit, slow down.
Yeah.
I like that more than like, hey, bro, we need you on the freaking phones, because like if you
Yeah.
don't have the desire, for me, it's harder to train that. And so
Yeah.
I would rather have an Andy Elliott than I would somebody who's just like, oh, let me just wait for the right opportunity and like I'm gonna use my skills. It's like,
Yeah.
no, dude, go
Yeah.
create the opportunity and develop your skills.
Yeah. So with Wealthy Investor, we've sold, bro, $25 million worth of coaching or more.
Wow.
Our best stuff that has worked was Jeremy Miner stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like by far.
Yeah.
Like our best closers were straight, but they took Jeremy Miner stuff and they made it their own.
Yes.
But they were very like, okay, so like, why do you feel like that?
Mhm.
Why do you? Okay, well, if this happens, if you don't get this, then what happens?
Yep.
Like, oh man, like how would that make you feel?
Mm-hmm.
Like Andy Elliott's not. That's not his thing.
No.
He's like, if I could do this, this, and this, do we have a deal? Like
Yeah.
he's more like, I don't know how to like label it.
Yeah, yeah. I think that it's me telling you what's best for you as opposed to you realizing it yourself. That
Yeah.
Jeremy Miner acts more as a counselor, and he's asking you questions that way you realize it in yourself. Andy